Okay, hi guys. They just released out this Easter 9-hole cup. So just to keep in mind, there's only 3 rounds. So you qualify Thursday, and then you try on Friday to qualify for the final round, and then on Saturday, and they're only 9-hole rounds. So just something to keep an eye on. There's no, you got to make it each time. You can't, not qualify one day or practice one day. And it's on the Southern Pines course, which is on Tour 7. We've probably all played these holes quite a bit. This course has been around forever. I've played these holes a lot. So I'm going to go on my baby account here, and we'll try and practice some 7. So I'm just going to pause out if I don't get I'm sorry, I said Tour 7. It's Tour 6. If I don't get a Southern Pines hole, then I'm going to, I'll just keep it on pause until I get one. So let's get at it. Okay, so here we go. We got Southern Pines hole 3. Take a look. Okay, this one. So this, you can go 2 ways. You can go left with lesser clubs, which I'll probably have to do, and just play safe. Or you can try and blast one down the center. I can't reach anyway if I blast one down the center. So I'm going to go left. So 4-3 with the arrow. I just play this straightforward with the wind arrow. So probably, plus 15% or something, someone's going to tell you, because it's a headwind. Okay, so I'm just going to not pull it back because it's 1.8 rings, and I want it to be, I want to push up anyway, so I'm just going to play it straightforward here. And we'll see what that leaves us. Okay, so for the second, I had a horizon on here to get get lots of topspin up the fairway. You should be okay with a sniper too, but my sniper's so low level, and the horizon has so much topspin that it'll hopefully leave me in range for a short iron. So we'll go with this. Okay, perfect. So I could have probably went a little more left, would have given me a nicer angle into the pin. Yeah, I probably should be going maybe even 10 yards left of where I am, like down that rough line, to get you a better angle into the, like where you have a better landing zone. But we'll see, this guy went down the middle, just to say, and see what this leaves you. You can play it off the pad or try and blast one up, but you're sort of chancing it, right? And that's, what happens. Okay, so I think I'll be in thorn range here, hopefully. Or hornet range. Okay, gotta change that up. Just played the tournament and I got all my bags sort of rearranged here. Okay, so let's see. If I remember right, you want to play a little short of this hole and let it sort of just funnel down. So I'm going to try something that looks like that. Not much of a ball guide. I'll go there. So 2-0 with the hornet is about 1-7. I'm going to play it about mid, about 1-3. Okay, pretty close. Okay, so I was unlucky. Played about 7 games and wasn't able to get any of these courses, and then got the same hole again. So I was going to try, if we got it again, to show, going down the right side. I'll do it anyway. So if you have, I'm going to play it with a horizon. We'll put a bigger ball on. I don't want to blow a a good ball, but I've got a bunch of Titans from the tournament. So we'll see. I'm not sure with this club if I can. Because of the second shot, I wanted to hit it off the pad. You know what? I'm just gonna play safe. There's no reason to be crazy here. So I'm just gonna guess about something like that. And then again, I put the horizon in again because I want that big bounce off the pad to get further down fairway on the second. But if you have a better sniper or whatever, you can use that. I find you might as well take advantage if you've got a horizon and it's got the max topspin. It's just a better way of getting yourself into a spot where you can sink that second shot, or the third shot, I should say. See, let's take a look at what he does. So I'm not sure what club he had, but he's blasting it down there with a kingmaker. And I just think I don't think I would have had enough juice to get it to the pad with my lower level clubs. Looks like he'll be able to. But does that give him an advantage on the third shot or not? We'll see. Okay, so we're just going to, so just blast this guy up. Now we'll try and stay down the left side this time. Let's see here. Without putting the rough in play. So I'm going to try, yeah, something like that. To stay down the left, it'll give us a little better angle. So horizon, it's not going to be much of an adjustment here. 0.7 of a ring. So I'll just bring it back a touch. Since we had a little room to play there on the end. So flirting with the rough a little bit. So I should have went maybe a little more right. But see, that angle is a lot better. So hopefully, see, and now if he hits, say, off the pad here, okay, or blows it over, whatever he's going to do, he's either going to be in the front bunker or in front of the front bunker. And does that give you an easier third shot than what I have? I don't think so. You will have a little wedge in your hand. If you want to, playing a dunk from there is probably the best way with some backspin. But, if you hit the pin, you might bounce into the bunker. I just think my shot might be a touch easier. So I think I'm going to be a Hornet again. Power 3 ball. Let's see if we can zone this in. So last time we had this glitchy bounce. Let's see if I go all the right and down a bit, if we can avoid that. Maybe not. Okay, so we'll just do the same as we did last time. Sort of, line it up and let the sort of the green do the work. I would say something like that looks pretty good. So 4-0 in this direction here, about mid numbers, about 2.8. Pretty close again. So you can see that shot. I mean, it's going to go in more, like if I get 3 or 4 more cracks at this one, I would start sinking it all the time. So that one there, it looks like I didn't quite pull enough. So I would know, if you know how far you're away there. I played mid both times. That time it looks like I could have went mid plus 0.2 roughly, bring it just a touch further back. Or do the same mid, but maybe I was just a little too close to the hole, one or the other. But that looks like the right way to go. Just for an example, see the shot he's got now. It just never did give him an advantage going the blast shot straight ahead. See, so only bad things can really happen here. So when the tourney rolls around, you know, if you're not able to get it on the green in two, or a shot to get it on the green in two, like even if you have a shot to get it there in two, and you know, but you're chancing maybe landing in the front bunker or what, then I would go for it. I mean, because then you have a shot, say like this one, where it's sinkable. But if you don't have a shot at getting there in two, you know, you probably should play it the way that I did. Have a horizon in the bag to get you down the fairway further with, because if I was playing, say, my sniper with only 4 topspin, I might be shooting a longer iron into that hole where it's going to be harder with that sort of glitchy bounce, as opposed to a short iron where you can sort of go right at it. Okay, so here we go. Man, played so many games without getting one of these holes. I opened tour 7. And then I went and dumped about 50 trophies on tour 5 because I don't want to get too high. I don't know what the right thing is on rookie. I seem to, my other rookie counts around the 750-ish mark. So I don't, this account, so it's got no games played. I don't want to get too high. So I don't care about percentages and stuff like that. So I just went into tour 5, lost about 5 games, and then anyway, this is one of the old time holes. It's a good hole. You can go right, you can go left. I prefer in tour play to go the way that this guy did, if you can. If you've got, you know, an APOC for sure. A rock will get you out there if you've got some topspin. My rock doesn't. So I'm going to play, I'm just going to go this way and go for the rough bump. And so usually you want to play about blue ring on an extra mile, white to, I'll say clear ring to rough line there. Let's see here, something like that, if I remember right. And we're going to play all the right and all the curl. We're going to adjust it, so 3, 4 down in this way is about 1.3 rings. So I'm just going to move it from here in the max zone there, so about 1.3 that way. And then you're going to play just a little OP, but all the curl right you can. I don't know if this club, it doesn't look like I have much curl at all, so hopefully I don't go too far here and get in the rough. That would be a tragedy. Okay, so we'll see how far we got it out and see if we can get a rough bump there. So that was 351. Okay, so I'm hoping I have my Goliath on. This hole actually plays, and you can see it, how it's a back bump. I don't know. So that's, okay, now I'm in min sniper, so that's better. So with the min sniper, I'm going to play probably a touch of, I'm going to go through the hole a little bit. So something that looks like that. And if you, when we get to, when we go to shoot, you'll see that this hole is a touch uphill. Oops. Where's my fucking sniper? There. I'm going to play -5. The same thing. Okay, and complete min is a ring. You should get pretty close, I think. Sometimes you can get a glitchy bounce, but hopefully we avoid that. Okay, so you can see that that's a pretty good adjustment on this hole. So that's the way to play this hole. In the tournament, if you get a favorable wind or you have a better extra mile than me, you can get quite a bit further down the fairway. So again, it's just, I think, clear or white ring you'll see to that left rough line. You know, practice it a few times, see, you know, write it down, see where it is. But roughly about that clear to white line, depending on your ring size, right? My rings on this club were bigger, so I went clear ring. I think if you have a higher level extra mile, you would go white ring to rough. And then you just want to give it all the right curl, and you could play a little overpowered. You'll have to practice it and see, you know, you don't want to get too aggressive with the rough down the left side. But if you have more curl on a better one too, that's going to help. And if you can get into hornet range, like if you have a better hornet or a thorn that has some topspin, like a higher level thorn, you can dial in this this rough bump. So I would just remember to play the second shot at -5 because it's a bit uphill. And you know, and just write your yardage down in the tourney. You know, like at say, like I just played 351, and I would say, okay, I went a touch, you know, left of the hole or whatever, and then next time I know to play it at right edge, or, you know, just make your notes that way. Okay, so we got another hole here. This is one of the newer holes. Well, I shouldn't say a newer hole. This hole got added to this course. I don't know what hole went out, but it wasn't one of the original holes. So this is always what I've done is aimed at the left tree here, and played a big slice around. I'm not sure what he looks like he's trying to play through the trees. I think I have a rock in one of my bags here, and I'm gonna try because I think it's got the big curl. We're gonna have to take a peek. You can also go down the right side, and you can go down the left side. I like to play, see that angle that he has? If you're in the fairway on that angle, you know, you'll be shooting. So I like to aim right at that tree. Let's see here. If I go with a rock, and I got no topspin, but that's okay. Let's just see how much curl we got. Yeah, we got all the curl here. So I'm gonna try this. So I aimed right at that left edge of that furthest tree on the line there, before the fairway, and I'm just gonna play a slice around. See where this gets me. So see, the line seems pretty good there. Okay, so that's too bad. So if you've got a rock, I think that was a rock 4. So next time I would know to aim, see where I am there, to aim just left of that tree, and that would keep me out to the left more. I also had a Titan on. If I had a lower level ball on, see, I wouldn't have gone as far, and I want to just be able to shoot through that gap. And even if you can't shoot through that gap, it's fine. You can sort of curl it around the right side. I don't think I'm going to be able to do much with this Malibu 4 from here. I don't think I can reach. No. So we're just going to play it down here and try and sink a short iron. So Malibu with 8 wind is about 5 rings, so somewhere in there. That's 4, 4, 7. And then we'll have a little crack at sinking our Hornet. All right, so this one here, I play, oh, how did I get that club on there? Let's get our Hornet back. Just straight up with wind arrow, and just see where I am in my club. So there's my min. I'm going to put the take shot button at my min to give me a guide there. So I would say I'm going to be a good 80, maybe 75% into the club. So 2-6 with arrow, and I'll say about something high 70s, about 2-3. I'm going to go 3 down. We're pulling quite a bit back, so I'll probably take a little off, maybe 2.2. And we'll just go at it that way. The key to these little irons is just leaving a little space there in between, because you got to imagine the ball guide. I pulled too much. It's gonna go fucking right of the hole. I'm just running out of time. I bet this goes a touch right. Yeah. See, I knew I pulled a little too much. I pulled at about 2-6. Unfortunately, but I knew if I corrected it, I would have ran out of time. So, sort of a yin-yang. See how it's important to get ready? My club wasn't on ready at the beginning. You know, it's important to get that app ready, so you're not spending useless time on stuff. And then you can adjust right down, you know, a lot better than I do. Anyway, that's a good look at that hole though. So that tee shot, it's just going to depend. Just remember where you line it up with your club, because you can play a QB there, you can play a quarterback there. If you have an APOC, you can play it there. Anything with a lot of curl, you can play, and you just have to, with your club, it's just like I would have to go. I know on that rock now, I have to go a little left of the tree. I don't think this is one of our holes, but so we'll go to the next. Okay, so we got this hole again. So that's good that we got it back to back. So we'll play our rock shot again. Had to dump some more trophies again. I got about 100 more to fill this to her, but I don't want to get over the, you know, the mid 700s. So this time we know to aim sort of left, right at the left of the tree. Okay, we'll try maybe, actually I'll try katana, might be better here to get the more side action. And this time I'm going to aim, so that's where I aimed last time, was sort of in there. I'm going to aim right at the left edge of that, so this is with a rock 4. And we'll play everything here to the right and slice it this way. And hopefully we go left of the bunker this time. Oh, well, actually, if that kicks out, I think I'm okay. Yeah, I think if I remember right from the tournament, I'm okay here. I can reach with a sniper through the trees now. See that? You get that nice angle. So that's probably the shot there. If I had, let's say, 3 topspin, then I would be fine there because I would roll. I would get over that rough. But if I remember right, I had this shitty, these shitty clubs the last time this tournament was on, and that was my shot, was actually playing that rough bump, now that I remember. So we should be able to reach, unless we get a really unfavorable wind with our sniper. Pretty sure I can get over here. Okay, so we got a little lucky with the wind. So are we going to hit the rough? Let's see here. So 4-1 with the wind like that is about, I'm going to say maybe 2 rings. Yeah, we're not going to get over. So I'm going to play as much topspin as I got and try and just blast it. Okay, so we need about, I want to be about there. So 4 rings from there is about that. And give it everything we got. And hopefully we just clip the rough and then roll out and have an easy chip in. Okay, perfect. Okay, so you could see, so we played it the first time, we could see we had to, because we curled too much. And then just making that little adjustment off the tee. So it's going to depend on your club. You know, you might have to play it once, but just remember it needs to be, I believe, a rock, a QB. If the QB's got enough distance, you might have to curl it more, like how I did on the first one, and it won't roll enough to get to the bunker. Of course, an APOC will get you there. You just something with the big curl. Just to keep in mind on that hole too, if you play, if you have a better level sniper than I had out of 4, so if you've got a higher level sniper and you know, off the tee, you could hit a Titan and you'll be able to probably go after the hole on your second. All right, so of course we got hole 3 again, the same freaking hole. Hopefully, I was hoping I'd get a big tailwind and we could just take a shot to see with a horizon if we can go after the hole. But it looks like we're going to have to play this way again. Okay, so I'm going to have to play extra mile here. We'll play extra mile horizon again to get that nice kick on the second. You can get screwed on some of the shootouts by having a horizon in the bag, but it's going to give me a good shot at nailing this. So I'd rather, you know, take my chances and... Okay, so we're going to play this bag, switch this because we dumped a few more games, the white ball. And let's see here, we'll just go with a katana. So 8-7, just say that's like a +5 wind, so about 3.2 rings. So I'm just going to go like that with my grid line. See a little over on the blue, about 3-2. Just pull it over with the max, make sure I'm lined up in the middle there. Great right, shouldn't hurt me here with the wind the way it was. So see the difference here? He has a big dog, which will give you distance and stuff. But see, he only had 5 topspin, right? You give up, I think it's about 4 yards or something from the big dog to the horizon, but the horizon has max top, which in essence should be probably further all the time, that you can get more distance out of a horizon than a big dog. Now you have no backspin with a horizon. You got like 1 bar, I think, depending on the level. I think if I get to a 5 or something like that, I might get an extra bar of backspin. See, this one only has 1 bar of backspin. But look at this nice shot here that I can get really. So we're going to try going down that left side again, not too much. 2-6 in our face with a horizon. Okay, so about a ring. So we're in the max there. So we have about 2 rings of OP that we can mess around with. I don't want to hit great left. Perfect. We came down the left side like we wanted to get that nice angle in here. And then we can go at it with our... did I change? Oh no, I left the hornet in. I was going to change to a thorn. But the Hornet 4 is a touch better than the Thorn 3. You lose a little backspin, but you gain on everything else. Okay, so our wind, I'm going to get the wind arrow ready. It's going to be in that direction, sort of. So that was a nice shot from our opponent. Okay, so let's see here. I think we even said, was this uphill last time? I can't remember now. That's flat. Flat as flat can be. So 3-6 that way. And I think we're in about, by the time we finish pulling, we'll be in about mid. So we like that last time, this adjustment, and then playing it a bit short. I think last time we came in just a little too aggressive at it. So I'm going to play back a touch more. Something that looks like that. And play 2-6. Oh, just missed again. Okay, so I think we have to make a note of that one, because we've come right twice in a row now. So that would be, I would say, mid plus 0.2 from sort of in that area that I was at. The last time too, I came in a touch right. So if you play this tour all the time, I would write that down. Okay, so this is going to be one of the holes too, and of course I've got the horizon on, but I did get a favorable wind here. So I'm going to try, I want to get it up somewhere, make sure I get it right enough. So I'm going to play yellow ring to the rough line. Horizon 4-0 this way, and I think this hole plays +5 with arrow, and I'm going to be right in the max. So I don't know how aggressive to be here. I'm going to say something maybe like that. And hopefully the wind will grab it for me and I don't go too high. I'm going to play a touch of right curl to offset there. So maybe not over even enough. Let's see here. Well, not terrible, but I could use a little more curl there. Hard on that club. I'd rather play more aggressive with a sniper and more backspin, but anyway, did the job here on this hole. So that's good though. We got to take a look at one of the par 3s. Okay, so here's another one. I like this hole. This is one of my favorites. So I like to play up here if I can. Okay, so that's about, I need about 2 rings OP plus, let's see here, so 3-8 plus on this. So I need about 4 rings OP to get up there. Let's see here, let's switch. Oh, we got a white ball on it, so we're not going to need that at all probably. So let's see, it's just something like this. You don't want too much power, so I just want to land in the middle here. So hopefully I don't have too much topspin. I haven't played this hole in a while. So just a little OP. I'm going to play a little right curl to make sure I come around the tree there. And this is going to give us a good shot at a rough bump. Hopefully that we have a club that can do it. If we don't, we might be in danger. So this should be like a little backbone, or if I can play it with the backbone. The Goliath would be more preferable on this hole. So you can see there's a big drop from where I am. So I would say at least 10%, maybe more, up downhill. I'll play maybe 15. All right, so let's take a peek here. So we're in the backbone. Now hopefully we can play a little rough bump here. See, not probably quite enough. At least we'll pop it out. This will still be easier than playing a backspin shot with these shit clubs. So I'm just gonna line it up here a little bit that way. So we've got an 8-3 wind. We're basically in min right now. No wind arrow because it's a rough bump. So we're in the min now. I would say we're pulling up a little bit. So I'm gonna say about 4-2. Give this a shot. You can see how far downhill that is. And hopefully we just pop out onto the green. If you had a Goliath, you could really go after it. See, that almost makes it too, though, if my line was a little better. Might even be. So that was, so 4-2 wasn't enough. So what if we played plus 20? That would be 4-2. Adding 0.2 would be 4-4. So that would be closer. So it's going to depend on wind angle and stuff like that. You're definitely going to want, I would imagine, a Goliath, something with a little more topspin there. But this is your best shot, in my opinion, of sinking the second shot. Okay, so we dumped more games, almost dumped all of 2 or 5 now, just to stay at this level. Okay, so this is a good hole. So I'm going to use, this is a great hole for the big topper, and I'm going to put, do I not have big topper horizon? Oh, shoot. Well, that's no good. I definitely want a horizon on my second shot. So I'm going to go with, I guess, the extra mile then. It's more important, I think, to have the, well, is it? I just don't think I get this sniper down far enough. Shoot. Put one of these lucky balls on, or whatever they are. I don't know if I'll be able to reach with a horizon with this driver either, though. Probably not far enough down. See, with the big topper, you can get way down there, but then I don't think my sniper would have reached. I think I have Sniper 4, which only has a few topspin. Okay, so let's see what we got. So we can't really do much here. So I'm going to aim for here. I'm going to put all the topspin on it. So I see the tree is in my way, but I'm going to be playing right curl around it. So 2-0 with the arrow is about a ring, something like that. So I'll play about here to be safe, and I'm just going to try and just see I got good curl with the horizon, and just make sure I'm not playing into overpower, so I don't go over the fairway part there. Straight right should be okay. We're just trying to get it down as far as we can for a chip in here. See, if you had big topper off the tee and this club, easily would have reached. That's something I should think about. I changed it to have a rock in the bag when I saw that slice hole. But maybe having big topper and horizon is better than having extra mile horizon on this tour. Okay, so I'll show you the chip, just so we have a look at it. I suck at these. I miss them all the time. I like to play these shots better. Just go at it with a little backspin. I find them easier than those roll-up shots. Just go right at the hole. hit perfect, don't be an idiot. So where was max is way up there. So I'm more into a mid, more than mid, 8, 9, and about there. So I'm going to say about 2.5. Let's see what that looks like. See, that looks like too much, but we'll give it a try. These shots are just for me are more comfortable than, so I had to pull a little more than those roll-up shots. The roll-up shot, I don't know, I just seem to get them wrong all the time. Okay, so we got this hole 3 again, and we got the wind to see. So I put a power 5 ball on here. I'm curious to know, actually I don't want, let's see here, that's got too much wind resistance, that one. Yeah, it's the same. So, okay, so we'll try this power 5 ball. It's a 225, and I'm not doing this to win this hole. I'm doing it for the tournament to see if this is an option. So we'll put the extra mile horizon and give it everything it's got. The big topper might be an option. It might actually go further. I'm curious. You know, with the less power, but all that topspin with the, with the wind, it might actually get out further. So let's see what this gets to. Maybe we'll get it again later with a big topper. So that's 437. Okay. Okay, so I would normally go way to the left here and try and backspin one on, but I don't have any backspin with this fucking club. Let's see here. So what I'm going to try and do is just bump it into the rough there and try and get it to stay on the back fringe. That's probably our best play. So I'm going to go over right so we have more of a, an air zone there with the rough. We're almost into max, so right in about there. I'm going to play straight up with the wind arrow, so 7-8 about there with a power 5 ball. So I'm going to adjust it about 3-2, just a little under the max. And I'm going to play a good amount of right curl and see if we can just get it to stop. I didn't notice I was running low on time and it's hitting the left to right needle, but let's see if it, yeah, see, that's all we want there. And so that'll be a good opportunity if you've got this wind in the tournament and rookie to get there. If you have a higher level sniper, for sure you're going to want to use that, and you can backspin it more. See, that's just one backspin with the horizon, but bumping it into the rough like that, it keeps it on the green, and then just sink a little wedge from there. And by the way, I've tried playing right here. If I don't ever go right anymore, it just never comes down properly. I think once out of 20, I was able to hit it that way, something proper. So it's just a better shot to go left. All right, so we got Southern Pines 4 again, like this hole. Okay, so again, you can smash one down the right if you've got a driver with curl. My rock only has one topspin, so I can't play that shot on this one. And my extra mile doesn't have really any curl at all. And this wind won't be... but the shot down the left is, as far as draining the second, is probably the best. So I was actually just able to upgrade to a Sniper 5. So the last time I blasted one down the left, I was right in the min of a sniper, so I'm not going to blast it this time. I'm going to play back a little bit to make sure I'm in the sniper. And we'll just go after it with that rough bump again. So that's the one thing you got to make sure doesn't happen, is what he just did. It's not that he can probably maybe get it up there with a good shot, but the pressure will be on a little bit. So 8-9, I'll keep the tight man. So last time we were clear ring to the left, which seems pretty good. What did I say? 8-9 with arrow is about 3-4. We'll get all the right on, all the top. 3-4. And we're just going to try and get it as much right here as we can. I actually aimed for great right, believe it or not, because I can't get enough curl, so to make sure it'll stay in the fairway. And I should be right in the min here. Hopefully I didn't go too far. Last time I played a little overpower, so 369. I think last time I was maybe 371, but that's where, so let's see, hopefully 369 won't be too far. Yeah, see, I hit it. I had a feeling that I was maybe 50 something. Oh well. So we're hitting a backbone, and we're in the max. It's hard to tell with this club, and I hope I just don't hit the glitch. I don't expect to sink this, but we'll just try and pop it on. So 5-5. This shot's a -5 shot with the backbone. So 5-5 backbone -5 is 3 in max. We're pulling it a bit back, so I'm gonna go 2.9. Okay, I'll take that. I mean, I wasn't even aiming at the hole. I didn't think I could actually get it there. But now that I know I can, it was worth probably lining up the ball guide at the hole. Okay, so that's this hole. So you can see a pretty easy tee shot. So you get to that rough line and about the clear line or the white line, depending on your level of extra mile, because your rings will be bigger or smaller. And then just all the curl you can. You'll have more curl than mine, so you won't have to, like, I might even, next, if I play this again, I might try to smash it even further with a power slice. But anyway, it is what it is. The one mistake I made here, if I could take it back, is I just would have put a quasar on or something and played back a bit. You know, even a little underpower, and just to make sure you're hitting a sniper. Unless you can get you got a better Goliath, then you want to go up further, because the better Goliath will have the good ball guide and the top spin to get you at the hole. Oh, we'll leave it on now, because this is going to be one of the holes too, I think. I'm pretty sure. So what do I have here? Horizon's probably not my best club here. Or am I hitting a wood? Yeah, I'll be hitting a wood. So this one here I've always played see, I don't have the good club to go at it. So let's see here. So 1.9 with a little wind here. And I don't have the curl to sort of get it around either. So what I'm going to do is come back a little bit. And I'm actually going to play it maybe just one backspin. Let's try that. This is a hard shot for shitty accounts because I just don't have the curl seat to see how this works. So I played it back further to get a little more action on the roll to see if I could roll further. Well, you know what? That's the good shot here. I'll always take that shot with this club. So you'll have this hole. This hole you'll be able to play. See, off the left, very left there, you can play right spin. And that's the shot for the hole-in-one if that gets dialed in. And I'll probably be trying to do that. There's also a QB rough bump going after the hole. If you can get it out far enough with a power ball, that's also going to be an option. But the safe shot's probably going to be a quarterback or a rock and playing up there with a hook. This won't be a hole-in-one hole unless, in my opinion, unless the rough bump's working or going off the left. That little pad in the middle, it's quirky. It always is a bad bounce. Okay, so here's Southern Pine 7. We had this one earlier. So I like to play again. This is just an easy way of trying to get the drop. Now I've got a backbone on and I can't do anything about it because, unfortunately, you would want, if you've got a better Goliath, that's the club here. So we're gonna play it here, about 2 rings. play a little curl to make sure we come around the tree. Just make sure we hit it off the middle of the pad. You don't want too much backspin here. If you've got a driver with good back or topspin, I should say, you don't want too much. See, that was about 4.5, and that's almost too much. So probably about 4 topspin or 3.5 is right, depending on the wind. If you have a headwind, you can play a little more. You can see the elevation there is going to be, I played at 15 last time. It's pretty much straight downhill off that pad. And we'll go after the rough one. Okay, so last time we were able to sort of get it closed. So we're going to be in the min, and we're going to try and line it up here as best we can. I'm going to be aggressive and go after it. So 1-9, no arrow with rough bumps. So last time I'm going to play, I'll play 1 ring. I'll play it mid or min plus 0.1. I probably should play it, you know what, I'm going to play it 1.1 because last time we need a little more, if I remember right. So something like that. I don't know if I have enough topspin to get it up the hill or not. See, pretty close. Okay, so that's, see, you can tell that's going to be our best shot at a hole-in-one in the tournament, though, and just dialing it in from distance on what the adjustment will be. Okay, so we got this hole again here. So we're going to go extra mile. This one, I'm going to take a little topspin off. Let's go 3.5 because we got that tailwind. There's no advantage of getting further down on the pad because when you get down to the end, you're basically min in your long iron anyway. Okay, so we'll play about 1-3. Play a little curl, just make sure we get around that tree in case we hit a great right or something. So you can see this just comes in nice. You don't want too much topspin, so that looks like a good spot. So last time, I think we were a touch further down, so that's 330. So it'll be important during the tournament to be writing your yardages down. It should be always slightly the same, but it might, you know, 330 might play different than 332, where you have to pull an extra 0.1, something like that. So we'll put in the backbone, and I'm playing this at plus 15, so that's where I'm starting at. And we were in the min. I think I was playing min plus 0.2, plus 0.1 just missed, plus 0.2 just missed on the other side. So we're in the vicinity anyway. See, going down that other, you know, bad things can happen going down the left if you miss the fairway, etc. Plus, this is just an easier drain. So that's we're way, that's weird. That's our min. So we're actually more into the mid for some reason here. I'm not sure why. So we're going to play the 2 topspins. Actually seems to be working pretty good. So we're going to get aggressive on the hill here. And just try and line that up. So that looks pretty good there. So 4-1, plus 15 at mid is 2-3. The other thing good is if you get a side wind like this, if you hit great left or right, you're not going to miss the fucking rough, right? Okay, so 2-3-ish. Let's see how this works out. So that's pretty close. So, you know, we're getting the good. I don't know what that was again, 330, something like that. You could go back and take a look. That, you know, I would have needed mid plus, you know, 0.1 there, and that's how we're going to make the notes. The 2 topspin looks really good. If we got a big tailwind, you know, it might be 2.5. If you have a tailwind, it might be less. If you have a headwind, it might be around 2.5. But at least it's a good starting point. All right, so we got hole 6 again. So this one we're playing rock, and if you saw earlier. So I'm just going to play, yeah, I think it was Titan we played, and we're using, actually let's try a katana this time to get more side spin. And we're going, so just left of this tree with the rock fourth. I aimed in the middle the one time and went too far. So this hopefully will, well, wait a sec, we want to go just to left, right? So yeah, like that. And we hopefully will have the same shot where we're going to clip the rough and then roll into the fairway and have the good angle with the sniper. Oh, missed the rough this time. So that's a good thing though, because I think we got far enough down and we're on the angle to get through the tree. So that was perfect. So I think why that missed the rough this time is it was a katana, where last time it was a Titan. Oh my goodness.
Oh, I know.
Okay, so this guy's trying to play the same shot with the quarterback, so it's worth looking at. So he's aiming more at the tree. So let's see, and he's playing all the overpower. So let's see how this works out. If he's got enough. I don't know if he'll have enough with this one. Okay. So that's an interesting shot there. He played right in the trees because he didn't have as much power, which makes sense. He might have a shot from there. So see when you get over though, like I did, now you can actually go for the hole. And this is going to be the shot in the tourney that we're going to have to go for. So if I remember right, if you have a better sniper, see, with more topspin, you can go after the hole with a rough bump. With my club here, it looks like I can't see this shitty sniper. I just don't have enough backspin. So this might be a hole you'd want a guardian on. Okay, so not much I can do here. I'm just gonna play it out safe and take my lump. I just can't get any spin on the ball. You know, I could have played the rough bump, which would have left me the little chip, or this shot to get me in the middle of the green, whatever. Just don't go too far on this green because you might have the impossible putt. Okay, so I'm going to end this now. I'm going to do some more later, just searching for, just practicing these tourney holes. Hopefully this will help you during the tourney. Don't forget when the tourney starts, I'll be doing some rookie content first day. I'm on the West Coast and I do them in the morning here, so probably by afternoon time, Eastern time, I'll have those out for you guys. So hope you enjoyed this. I'll do another one later. Hit the like button. Thanks for watching.